Code Talkers by Joseph Bruchac. Read by Miss Voorhees. Introduction. Listen, my grandchildren. Grandchildren, you asked me about this medal of mine. There is much to be said about it. This small piece of metal holds a story that I was not allowed to speak for many winters. It is the true story of how Navajo Marines helped America win a great war. There is much that I must remember to speak for this medal, to tell its story as it should be told. I must remember not only the great secret which I was trusted, but also all that happened to me and those like me. That is a lot, but I think I can do it well enough. After all, I was expected to remember, as were the other men trained with me. The lives of many men depended entirely on our memories. Look here, this man you see riding a horse on the back of this medal was an Indian. He was also one of those raising that flag there behind him. I knew him when we were both young men. His name was Ira Hayes. He was a fine person, even though he was not one of our people, but Akamel Odam, a Pima Indian. We both fought on distant islands far off in the Pacific Ocean. There was smoke all around us from the exploding shells, the snapping sound of Japanese .25 caliber rifles, the thumping of motors, and the rattling of machine guns. We could hear the pitiful cries of wounded men, our own Marines, and the enemy soldiers too. It was a terrible battle, but our men were determined as they struggled up that little mountain. On top of it where Ira was photographed, raising the flag of Nima. I was not one of those who fought to the top of Mount Suribachi, but I had my own special part to play. I helped send the message about our success, about the brave deeds so many Marines did that day for Nima. Nihima, our mother, that is the Navajo word we chose to mean our country, this United States. It was a good name to use. When we Indians fought on those far-off islands, we always kept the thought in our minds that we were defending our mother, the sacred land that sustains us. Nihima is only one of the Navajo words we chose for places with Bilagana names. South America became Shadia Nihima, our mother to the south. Alaska we called Biha, with winter. Because we knew that Britain is an island, we gave it the name Tota, surrounded by water. When we did not know much about a place, we described something about the people there. So we named Germany Bisha Iron Hat, and Japan was Bina a Dialatus Ois, slanted eyes. Sometimes we didn't know much about either the country or the people there, but that did not stop us. We used our sense of humor and played with the English. The word we used for Spain was Dibdinha, which means sheep pain. But I am getting ahead of myself. I have not even explained to you yet why we made up such names. I have not told you why being able to speak our Navajo language, the same Navajo language they tried to beat out of me when I was a child, was so important during World War II. It was because I was a Navajo code talker. What was a code talker, and what did we code talkers do? Why was the secret we shared so great that we could not tell even our families about it until long after the war ended? You cannot weave a rug before you set up the loom. So I will go back to the beginning, pound the post in the ground, and build the frame. I will start where my own story of words and warriors begin.